episode of that Madden. For ya. Jets, Seahawks for this video. And it's your boy B-E-Z-Z-Y. I also got my boy Saucy here. Let's get this Madden started. The last video, that was us playing. The last video. Put your headphone on. Yeah, nigga.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. Tyler Lockett now with the return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Seattle's offense comes out there now. Russell Wilson, 348 yards in that win over the Patriots. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And Charles, the mobility after the injury seems like it's slowly coming back for him.
And he is working with it and working with it well. What I mean by that is he understands that he's not 100% where he'll take off on the zone reads or the bootlegs, things of that nature. But in the pocket, able to move around really well, find good sight lines, and deliver the ball downfield. I think these last 2 games have been absolutely magnificent, making plays from the pocket against Buffalo and, of course, at New England.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up to the scout.
Last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most of the NFL. Of course, City had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
No, I actually didn't put cayenne pepper in it. I thought it was brown sugar. And it made me choke when I tried to eat it.
We'll be right back, taking a quick commercial break.
I hear you. I'm coming.
So the off.
We're back in. I'm sorry.
And we're back with another one.
Shut up! Leave me alone!
First and 10.
And we're back with another one. Say something, bro.
Like I'm saying, we're back. First commercial break. We're having some difficulties upstairs. I can get you that. But, I was thinking don't really like exactly like that. Like that. So now who needs
All right, we're back at it.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 51 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. I think for me it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
We're good to see him back out there healthy. That's...
Bro, they gotta hear you, bro. They gotta hear you, man.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson flush to his right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So
Lockdown, baby.
6 points
Lockdown.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drive.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Yeah, I'll let that cool off before you wash it. Is you mad?
You ain't gonna take nothing.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Close that door, bro.
I'll tell you.
First carry for Matt Forte. He juiced it, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs.
Fucking Sherman retarded ass.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good for a New York first down against Los Angeles.
See,
He looked terrific. And let me tell you something. Everybody talks about him being 30 in the odometer and this and that. Go back and look at the last 4 games that Matt Forte's played. He's playing really well. Not just running the football, but catching it out of the backfield. He looks like the Matt Forte we knew with the Chicago Bears.
Here's Patty. And Anderson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Petty now. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
Oh, what the hell wrong with that?
You sound stupid, Zayden. Hey. Hey. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Wow.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and there's the sticks. So the carry right time for Forte, a man who turned 30 last December, Charles.
And he wants to make sure we forget about that with his new team, the New York Jets. But we do know that 30 is the dreaded age for runners.
And Forte so experienced than anybody else in the NFL the last 8 years. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. throw here out of the gun. Drops it underneath to Forte. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. You know, Russell Wilson played so spectacular for Seattle in the win over New England. But let's talk about this defense and what you've seen from them.
It's one of the best defenses in the league, and it continues to be. And I know this for a fact because I've talked with the guys. You know what's most important to them on defense is leading the league in scoring deep. They've done it for the last 4 seasons. Drives them crazy if they give up cheap touchdowns. And look what they did against New England. When pressed, a big goal line stand to win it. And Frank Clark has been a revelation on the defensive line, really filling in for Michael Bennett during his injury.
7.5 sacks this year so far for Clark. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Down right around the 25. Give him 2 yards up with Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jackson possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Let's get it, man.
Juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about a 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Well, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Exactly.
So on now is the 11-year man, John Ryan, to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13.
Ow.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st down, this is Forte. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Hey, what's it called again?
Fritz, the lone running back. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Atama Rubin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes in certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Marshall, the receiver on the left side. Here's Paddock. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 6th overall pick in 2015, Leonard Williams, able to drop him for a long. Nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. All the way in. Touchdown, Sam.
How he do that there?
Jermaine Kearse, 71 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Gets fielded in the end zone. Oh, little 360. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And the interception, the last time they were out there, ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown, now they're back out there defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Okay, that incompletion gives me a chance to get your thoughts on Cleveland. Is there a win on that schedule for the Browns?
I think that there is, because I just don't see this team as an 0-16 team. There is talent there. Obviously, Joe Thomas at left tackle and Joe Hayden at corner. And they've got some players on the squad. But the bottom line is, when you have this bad momentum going, how do you reverse it? Know the game I'm identifying? San Diego coming to Cleveland, Christmas Eve. Long trip, warm weather team going into the cold of Cleveland. That could be the one.
Petty now. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, the advantage is certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And Anderson's got it. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. Now again, right side it's Forte. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second
Man,
down,
come on. Hold it like a motherfucker, bro.
He's got some space here. And he gets it down to the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Jesus.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time.
Come on now.
All
that damn time.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up to throw. And a hit yarded loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he's...
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's in.
Nah, fuck that.
Touchdown, Jets. Receiver. A 24-yard touchdown.
Damn it, man.
And the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
I think if you pull defense...
Stop spitting on people.
I would say the corner route. Take that out. Make it illegal because that is so hard to...
Stop spitting on people.
It's so hard to adjust because...
Come on, I'm about to put you in the dark.
...to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they bring back to the corner.
Spitting on people. It's a wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go. But he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance. Really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Bro, what the fuck?
Folk now set to boot after his guys put 6 on the board. That's fielded in the end zone.
All right, now you definitely going in there. Yeah, now you definitely going in there.
wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. For these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right?
Weak-ass block.
And, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
It's good to make it 17-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. One receiver left, two to the right. Here's Patty. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So we've come upon halftime with it. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shut down corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in this situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a New York first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Forte, the lone running back. Fitzpatrick. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, coach. He wants that type of celebration.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And time now for the Seahawk defense to take their spots again on the field. The punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest
receiver on the left side. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Sets up the screen to Forte. Given 16 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now Fitzpatrick. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got the open man. It's Marshall on the comebacker. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Not very Brandon Marshall-like numbers against L.A. 4 catches, Charles, just 15 yards.
When people start to wonder why the production has declined, you immediately look at the quarterback. Well, he's had Ryan Fitzpatrick for most of the year, and that was his guy in 2015. I think a lot of it is the loss of Eric Decker earlier this season. His running mate at wide receiver. Quincy Enunwa, he's tried to pick up the slack, but he's not Eric Decker, and maybe that's one reason Brandon Marshall's getting way more attention when people are covering him.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come out in the pistol. Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete. We have hit half. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a pickup of, and the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a
teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Jets first down. Forte, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Again they run, again it's Forte. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Fitzpatrick now going to give to Forte. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
Fitzpatrick with a give to Forte. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Time from the 7. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A give. This is Forte. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Toss play. Powell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a game. for it. Here's Powell. Well, he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 6, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 51 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. A running play for Rawls. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. He lost. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance. But that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Wilson to give to Rawls. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wilson. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a first down, and he's really developed and come on. Now, remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And here comes play number 6. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this.